Okay, folks, I'm trying to tell or share with you the exam. I did uh the A plus certification like 3 weeks ago. The second part, 702, and I some of the things I remember are some of these areas they mainly focus and ask so many questions. So let's start here. They ask printer problems. So things you need to know. They will put in the question doesn't look like this, but I just need to give you the concept of like when you see the questions and you remember when they talk about, let's say, printer prints a vertical black line, so you know it's the EP drum. And when they talk about, or the question is inside and says the printed prints is mirroring page, and you know what is a fuser, and so on. The rest are like that, and you can check it out. But you need to do more research of all these problems. Let's go keep going, and especially even the print spoiler. I forget the problems it causes, but maybe you can find out and you know how to fix it. And then the networking problem side is they talk about wireless card and the loss of internet connection, what causes, like when you change locations and the interference or something like that. And they also talk about the DNS problems, the Ethernet cable problem, wireless speeds. You need to know this different types of speeds. This is the highest speed, and it's the highest speed. I think G and A they have 54, something like that. And I mean B has 11, that's compatible with G. And they also talk about the virus and worm and phishing, what causes and how you fix it from the root. And some of the things you need, maybe you do rollbacks. No, rollbacks for drivers. I'm sorry. But you need to know what the functional rollback you use, and you know sometimes you need to go and restart in a safe mode or last good configuration. Also talk about hard drives, their functions, like you know when there's a virus, you know your hard drive functioning will be not as normal as it was. It's gonna be weird, and your website is gonna be they're gonna redirect because of the virus. It's gonna redirect you to another website. Also, your proxy server is gonna be messed up when there's a virus in your system. Also, they talk about how you protect fires and something you use antivirus or block some of the websites, use firewall. And you need to know these ports also, port 21, 23, and 25, and 10, and 40, 440. These are the things they talk about. IP address problems too. These are this is how you know when there's a correct IP address, and when there's something wrong with IP address that's not the same. You see, it's different. And what you need to know is this DHCP function, and also static. They will ask you a question about the printer. What are you gonna use? Is it DHCP or static, something like that? And printers always use static so that doesn't get messed up. And you need to know these commands. It's very important. You need to know these all commands. I believe if you Google it, you can see everything, the definitions and Bing. I think tracer is, let's look up this for DNS. Bing is for something else. Tracer is, I forget it. I will let you know if you need these answers. I have it. I mean these commands, like some of the concepts of these commands. IP release when you use it, and cable adapters and voltage testers. These are also things they talk about. Power supply testers, what you need, what you use for multimeters and loopback and cable testers. Things you need to know those things. Uh, where are we? So, installation of memory and video cards, and you need also to know the rate, especially 0 and 1. I think, yeah, these are the two ones that was in the exam. I remember. And what do you need to when do you need to update the BIOS when you don't? And how do you secure understand the BIOS passwords? You put password in the CMOS or something like that. And I mean, you need to. This is some of the things that I just know. Trying to share with you guys. Maybe you can find your own and Google it. When you need to install new hard drives and memories, you need to know if you need to be updating the BIOS so that it works. And you need to know the difference of memories that is using laptops and desktops, and video cards and graphic cards, and also the motherboard. If you do any motherboard change, you need to update the BIOS, I guess. They ask you how you extend your wireless. You may use what repeater and access point. You need to know what's the difference. Never use Cat5 or any cabling to do the extension. And you need also to know the difference of SATA, PATA, and CASI. What's all useful? They I think they have like 5 questions of that. These three freaking things. Can't believe it. Um, you need to know the Windows, especially 7, Vista, XP, and 2000. They will ask you where do you find what the file extension is. You find the user profiles. You need to know what it is, and like I'm talking about like C colon like backslash Windows. You know those extension things. That's one thing you need to know where you find Windows 7 because they're different. Some are like the C colon slash backslash users profile you can find directly like Windows 7 or something. I mean you need to find out yourself. And where do you find all these operating systems? Where is the extension? The file path you can find this. Uh, this is the monitoring when there is a problems happening in your computer. You need to know where these types when you need to use all this. You have to know the event viewer. There was like 10 questions of event viewer or something like that. And performance and monitoring is another way you check the memory or something like that. And you need also to know this boot up problems, blue screens, and install when you install new drivers and wrong drivers, there will be a problem if you don't update the BIOS or something when there's a drivers. I mean, I don't know. Oh, if there's a loss of cable, there will be a problem. It's not gonna start well. And when if you restart with the disk that was inside your disk drive, there will be a problem. There was a 2 questions about disk drive. I think. Boot in contains Windows. I mean, this is just one thing I just put it, but you need to know what is it used for. What's the boot in thing is used for. And fix master boot table is command used to fix the booting problem, I guess. So I hope this helps you at least to give you an idea of things you need to cover and get ready for the test. And I'm just trying to share with you, but if you have any questions regarding to this or this part, um I'll try to answer your questions as much as I can, but to be honest, I would rather you guys do and research this thing. Um I passed the test, um so I just like I did my second part and it was okay. I passed at least. These are the points I remember so far, but and I immediately try to type it and write it down so that I can share with you guys and those folks who are looking forward to get the A plus certification. And good luck, and we'll see you maybe next time on all your comments. Thank you.